And hi, hello. Um, so for today, I have a really great task. I need to make um, a 3D, a real 3D scene for the last concept which I made here. This is the FISHERCAT fill and loop concept. So it looks like that for now. And for many of you who already know that game Machinarium, I'm using as a reference to make the feel and the textures somehow like in that game. And in the FisherCat game we have ability to switch between times. We can be in the present and with using of some tools we can just switch to the future, and the future will looks like that, like this concept exactly. And my task for now is to make a 3D scene with the feel and look of that concept. So let's start. I will work in 3D Max firstly. I'm not sure where I will texture everything, but my suggestion that I should texture in a blender or maybe in a 3D code, because all the textures will be uh, as a hand painted textures, and we will see how it will looks like. So where we will start now, let's just open the scene which I have here. I'm already start making that stuff. Yeah, but I feel like uh, I feel like I need to make it from scratch. Okay, so I will just use this. Uh, I have saved all the files as Videomax 2017, but I have here only 16. So okay, yeah, let me just then open the character, the actual. But no, actually, I should have yeah. I will try to open the character. I believe that I should have it for 16, for the 3D Max 16. So this is my character. He's he will be funnier as I expecting, because for now there is a few comments on that, on his sadness. I don't know. I should work on that a little bit later, but for now I'm pretty happy with that kind of character which I have, but this is not the final version. And what we have here, let's just measure the proper size, because this concept should be prepared actually for a game engine. So as I can see here, this cat actually no longer than 1 meter. I think that maybe that's enough for a cat or not. But yeah, let's make him much close to the human size, like meter and 60 centimeter or something here. Yeah, like that. With ears. So yeah, basically something like that. Yeah, I will put him. Okay, it doesn't matter where he stay right now. But yeah, I will add here the plane, I think, to put there the texture of our concept. Is the easiest thing actually to just to put let's make it much more squarish, like 10 to 10 meters. I think that should be enough for now, and I will put this concept here. So yes, another thing what I should fix here is the size of that concept should be squarish too, actually. Yeah. And where I can just prove the size of this, here, canvas size. Canvas size, where is it? Yeah, canvas size should be 85. Okay, so I will save it, and now I should have here the proper sized concepts. So yeah, let's just begin to make something. My workflow should be like that. I will start from the white boxes. I will just try to make this part of the scene as possible as it could be, actually, because for me right now most important thing is to have just a plan of this. So if this is a cat, I believe that this size should be enough. Yeah, and now I will make a flip. Here I should add more polys because we have here something like that. I will use a bridge tool to make a poly between two edges. I know my modeling style is quite different from other guys, I think. Well, I prefer to use the simplest way of modeling because I not really love to make everything from the boxes. Sometimes I love to make everything from the boxes, but sometimes I feel like I should make everything uh, like from the clay, you know, like I just taking off from somewhere, from some existence. So yeah, for now I really want to just make everything as simple as possible, just to have a white box of everything. Okay? Like that. So you can see when I selecting the verticals, and I have here uh, this option to see which vertex is selected for now, and if I found that somewhere not connected, not welded verticals, I should weld those because it's bad for topology. So yeah, I will remove this wireframe for now, and I could begin to make another part of this concept. So these pipes, I think. And another thing which I forgot to mention is what I'm actually doing here. I'm trying to model all the parts from the biggest ones to smallest ones. So my idea is to work with everything from biggest to smallest. It's most common thing to do in any kind of production, I think, because you always need to understand the scene and the concept and uh, the composition of everything. When you will put everything on the scene, you will see like maybe something we don't need to have here, or maybe something not good enough to have here. Yeah. So what we have? We have this form of that corridor. Actually, it's not as it is right now. From my point of view, I tried to make the level concept as it like cut it on the front surface, like through the glass. I don't know, like we have a surface here which cut everything, and maybe we should have here some windows or something, but we didn't see that at all because it's my idea of making the platformer like that. So let's continue with the pipes. I will do those from this part of my uh, of my white box. So I will just make a clone for that, and now uh, sorry, now I can just make it smaller, smaller. I will put it somewhere here and add here a little bit of extrusion. Yeah. I will try to add the extrusion because I'm not sure that it's, yeah, as you can see, it's not really good for me, but for a white box it's enough, because the white boxing, it's a most simplest thing to do actually, because you need to do it fast just to feel everything, just to understand how it will looks like if you will add everything on the scene. And for now, I really see like this pipe here, it's too huge. Yeah, I just make it smaller. Like the pipe size should be pretty similar to the head of our character. Yeah, like that. So make it thinner. I will add here more depth, like that. I think so. But also I don't like that this pipe will goes here. This is not really good reason to make it like this. This pipe should be go somewhere and here disappear. Yeah. This is the first pipe. We have actually here one, two, three, four pipes. Let's make the 4 pipes. Maybe it would be better to use the tool. Here we have a tool here in 3D Max. If you make a copy with Shift, you can just place here as many copies as you want to, and he place those in the same measurements, in the same positions, like with the same. So I think that's enough for the pipes. We have this hotel booth here. I think it should be just a box. Yeah, if you will place here this checkbox as auto grid, You can model on top of other model, and also it's so useful. You can model whenever you want. Oops. Like for me, it was a pretty nice invention when I found this tool here. It's just a checkbox. It's not a tool, actually, but it's so cool that uh, you can create everything exactly uh, in the position of something else, you know. So we have this booth here. I believe that these pipes could be actually placed. Maybe one pipe could be placed inside of that booth, like in the part of that booth, in this connector here. So um, I think that width of that book and height of that book, it's pretty enough to have like that. Yeah. What else we have? We have this ventilation here. I will just, oops, I will just duplicate this box. It's the simplest way to make this 3D stuff. Yes, this ventilation box should be like that, and I will place it here. And here we have two balloons. Maybe one of these balloon, not a balloon, and actually it's the Russian name of that thing. It's balloon, but I'm not sure that in English it probably should be not a balloon. It's I don't know what is what is this, but it's a kind of cylindrical form. But for now, I just trying to figure out everything as a boxes, just to have a see and feel the composition. Yeah, I think that's enough. Uh, let's make a copy of that thing. I believe that it could be a little bit bigger, like that. So we have a lamp here. I will make another white box here, like that. And like that. No way it's too big. Yes, something pretty close to that. And we have a columns. So we have a chimney here, fireplace, the chimney, and two pipes. Place it pretty close to that. So the chimney could be created from. Also forgot about one thing here. I didn't add this box here. It's a pretty small box, but I believe that we should place it here just to not forget about this, because it's always like when you work on something, you feel like this thing is so small to just work on that. Yeah, and it's a bad thing to not to work on something. Yeah. Here we have probably almost everything. Okay, let's go here. Here we have that fireplace. I will place it here like that, I think. Should be one there. Bigger, of course, bigger, yeah. And what else? And two columns here, like a support columns. I don't know what they should do there, but it's quite nice to have those. Maybe this thing is too big right now. Yeah? And two support columns. One is here, and another one should be there. I feel like here is something wrong with the sizes, you know. Ah, yeah, also this thing should be, I don't know. I feel like this could be bigger, and these parts could have a little bit much more space between each other, because for now it's too close. Everything is too close to yeah, like that. So we'll probably have made already almost everything here. So what else we have here? This little switcher. I don't know what is that. But yeah, let's make it from the column. This small thing first. And then I will put it here. Smaller. Yeah, like that. And now I shall figure out this bolt here as an object. Yeah, I love to create an object because objects always much better to have as an element, because you can work only on that stuff without control the polygons and the verticals, and I don't know, this is much more efficient to work with. Sometimes it's much more efficient to work with that stuff. Sometimes not. So we have this panel here with the buttons. I will work on that a little bit later. So yeah, for now we probably have almost everything. I have another lamp here and another support column. Maybe I should make this thing a little bit bigger again. A little bit bigger, like that, yeah? To place here the column. Yes. and the lamp should be here, yeah, like that. So looks like that's enough for now. A little bit bigger again. Maybe it's too much again for I'm not sure. But I like to have more elements to just have a chance to maybe move a little bit between the objects. So I think yes, it's better to have a little bit more than a little bit less of everything. Okay, so for now I have everything here modeled. Maybe I should put this fence, or how it would be called. I'm not sure. Or maybe I don't need to have it for now, but I will place it here as an object. It could be maybe half of platform, could be like that. Yeah. How many we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I will just connect all these things, I can have 5 edges here, and I will just add a chamfers on those, and that's all. Yeah, for the white box, I think that's enough to have. Yeah. So as you can see, I have this small fence here. Could be place it over here. Yeah, do that. So for now, I'm happy with the results which I have. I will add a little bit details for everything. Maybe let's just make colors. Let's just put a colors of that stuff. So this thing could be somewhere between the green and blue, bluish green. Yes, like that. This thing could be even greenish. Or I don't know. I don't think that I need to make the colors for the white boxes. It's not very important. I will just add a white color on everything. Maybe let's just test it with the shadows. How it will... and another thing I forgot. It's to save everything. Let's save everything in the folder where I put... So this is the lobby, and let's make it a future lobby concept. Actually, this is not a concept right now. This is part of my test scene, which I really want to place in the Unity with some lever maybe somewhere, and you will have a chance to use that lever to switch the time between the two time. So we just put here something to have shadows. Okay, yeah, that's enough for to see. And then let's continue. We will work on the booth first because it's much. I forgot to put here this thing, television. Yeah, let's place it here. This is a television. It should be pretty square because this time of this world actually it's like 30s or maybe 50s, something like that. And we should have everything in this old school fusion style. Yeah. So this this thing for now not looks like a hotel. It's much more close to the factory or something. It's a nice idea to make the hotel as a factory where some conspiracy guys create some interesting machines there and for control the human consciousness. Yeah. So I will right now model this booth as it is. So what we have here, let's just be honest with you and start with actually plan everything to not to fail actually to model because it's much better to plan it somewhere in Photoshop how everything should be created with. I mean how many parts we have here. So we will start to figure out uh, how many parts we have, and this is the simplest task for me. This is the first part, this is the columns. I think they will appear much more than other things because they are much close to the player, to the guy who will play in this game. And I will place the number 1 in both because I feel like this is the same column actually. Yeah. This thing should be maybe second one. Yeah, this part actually should be the first one. But I don't care about these numbers. And much important is to have just amount, not other things. So this is the third part. This is the fourth part. And I believe that let's place this 4 here. 5 place we will place here. And the 6 I will place here for the small thing. Yeah, so this is the first one, second, and so on. So we have only 5 parts. I will place this window to the second screen because I don't have so much space here to work with. But overall, uh, you don't need to see what I'm doing, what I'm watching there. I mean on the concept. So yeah, let's start from the columns. I will make the columns from the cylinders like that. I need to have no, I feel like, but okay, yeah, let's start from the cylinder. I will remove these edges here because I really don't need to have those. I will add those a little bit later. And how many angles should we have here? I think we should have 10 angles. It's okay for this kind of column. Yeah, in the radius should be a little bit less that I have here. So I will start from the one column because the second one should be pretty the same. I will go back for the second one a little bit later, because for now I should make these three parts. So I will use this white box to make. Actually, no, I will not use the white box because I should have it as an example. I will make the clone from that white box, and now I will place here that thing. Let's just put. Let's just figure out how big it is, because I have here the character. Let's place the character here, yeah, to see what how big this edge should be. It should be like that. Yeah. Let's close everything again. And another part, it's what we have on the top. On the top we have another thing here, and this should be bigger than the column, because the column itself, actually the column could be partly inside the side of this thing. Yes or no? Yes, I think so. And that part could be wider. It could be wider from both sides. Like that. And this cylinder could be, I think that's enough for now. Okay. This part could be bigger, just a little bit, not so much. And here, actually, I could use this poly, I think, to make yeah, let's use shell for that. It's perfect. The shell can add some values for your objects. It's really useful with some. Oops, sorry. What to patch with the police. Always work with the police. I don't know why. It's just because somewhere I started to use the police, and I still using those. I don't know. For me, it's much easier to use a police than something else. So yes, we have almost everything done. Now I will hide that white box. So I need to have another part here, and now I can hide the white box, and now I can just add this thing here, like that, like that, and like that. So it's interesting, yeah. Another thing is this arc here. If you remember this arc, I need to place it over here. I will actually start from, not from arc. I will add the same thing, the same cube, the same box which I have here. What selection? Ah, it's just a pivot setting, not really in the place. And I will put this window for the worker over here. Yes, like that. I will add here and there action first, I think. That's enough for now. Now I just need to move the things here. That thing should go there. And no. Hey, why? So I put here another edge to make it rounder and rounder. Also, we have here this tool. I think it should be called as a flow connect. Flow. Set the flow connect here. Yeah, you can see that it's not only connect your edges, but it make it rounder without any movement. And I will place the same thing here. Also, I need to control the poly count a little bit and the wireframe, because I should have polygons with the 4 verticals, not more and not less. This is the rule for me to work with, because it's always better to have the polys in in a 4 verticals, created with the 4 verticals. Even if you don't have like I have here this edge between the verticals, the 3D Max actually just don't show it. It is here, but we don't see this stuff. I know that I will remove here everything from the back side of that window, because I don't need to have there to see everything. And now just fixing these moving groups here like that, and there on the bottom part I don't need to have a polygon, because I will remove everything. Also, I don't need to have the polygons here. Suggestion. There is a few actually ideas how to make this window, but I will try to use a shell here. I don't know, for me the shell is the most useful thing in 3D Max. I just really love to use a tool to make a size, it's so nice. You just place the numbers and But yeah, for the arc, you can see here that it's not really good, but it's pretty easy to fix that. What the segments? What is that? Ah, it's this kind of segments. What the bevel thing? Bevel spline. Override material, material IDs, moving, select edges, select interface. Cool. Wow. Striker corners. Yeah, it could be a little bit better, but it's still not really what I need to have. Oops, let's work on the polygons again. I think I will move these ones just a little bit to not to break everything down. I really don't like what I'm having here. Maybe I should just put these ones here. Yeah, like that. And also, I will use the symmetry here to make sure that everything is pretty the same. Like if I'm using symmetry, I can move something. I believe that, yeah, in this size and have the same result in another part. Yeah, let's begin. So I need to put it here like that. Maybe a little bit wider again. I knew that it will be like that. Hated thing. Okay, I will fix that. So there is a tool for fix the axis. Like, yeah. So this is the X. Yeah, this is the X axis. No, it's not wrong actually. Or it's a Z. Yeah, it's a Z axis. But I need to strike those from the Z axis and the X axis. Z and X. Z and X. Like that, yeah. Oh, wow. And now I just should take care on all the verticals. I should always figure out how many verticals I'm actually select right now. These ones, it's selected. These ones, selected too. Yes, yes, yes. So for now I will delete this part and make a symmetry again. Yes, I like this window right now much better than it was with the shell tool. And what we should have here, let's play the symmetry here to work with. Yes, and I will just add some polygons here and maybe oops here. I feel like that should be enough for now. As I already said, my way of modeling is pretty my own way of modeling. It's not for everybody, but I really like to make everything. What the? I have this poly here, but I don't have the same in another part. What the hell? My symmetry here is wrong actually. No? Oh no, it's nice. It's not so wrong. Okay, I believe that I could put another edge here and but What the what the fuck? Why? I'm, uh, uh, let's remove the symmetry. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, let's place the symmetry and then collapse it. And then we'll remove the half of the model and add another symmetry here. It's the simplest way to fix everything. Yeah. So you could be maybe have interest why I have so many polys created here to make just a hole, but why I'm actually using this is really strange. Where is something not connected actually? This one? No. Ah, now I see. Should use this tool for now. And I'm just making so many polygons because I will remove those pretty soon. You will see. And it's much simpler way actually to model something uh, much better if you have a lot of polygons than if you don't have those. Because I'm prefer to always use. I'm always trying to use the loops. So yeah, the window should be like that. Yeah, probably this part don't need to be so far. It's just a frame. Why I make it so big? Yeah, it should be like that. What do we have on the bottom part of that? Let's see. Nothing. So okay, there should be inside of this booth should be the room, should be the place where we can put the character inside. Yeah. So for now, I should make this part smaller. This part. This part don't need to be smaller, but I know how to fix that. I will also this thing. It's too small. Nah, nah. It should be like that because we will place the character there inside. Okay. Looks like all these things it's not so important for now, but it's really important for the future actually. Yeah. Okay, this part with the hole. I don't need most of that polish for now. I think so. And I will just remove those. Like that. You can see how fast actually it could be done. Yeah. Oops. Without control. So, and now I have some welds there, which I actually need to remove. Like that, like that, and like that. Now just connect everything as it should be in a game model for the engine to make everything pretty clear and pretty nice. Okay. Yes. This, I don't need to have so many things here. This is the fisher dog with some strange textures. This is the concepts for the fisher cat. This is so many things. Who is that? This is the girl. I need to have a girl here too, actually. But they're pretty the same size. Yeah, like that. And I put, oh, I scale it down with only one axis. It's not really good, but for the concepting it's nice. It's not so important. So yeah, she should be here. He should stay here. And for now, that's enough. Yeah. Let's continue then. We need to have this part and that part. What about this pipe? This is not a pipe, this is a column. So yeah. I will just maybe attach it here. What kind of symmetry? Yes. I will place this support here. And now I will just attach this thing to that thing. Now I have two support columns. Yeah. What else we should have? This lamp over here should be somehow created like that. But maybe there is something like a box, but with the rounder corners. No, I believe that I saw somewhere extended primitive Hydra capsule. What means Hydra? Not what I really want to. Yes, this one. Exactly what I need. I think so. Yes, for now. What segments we can add here? These type of segments. I believe that I should have it in this type of segments. Maybe I don't need this segment because it's too much. I will make it like that, and also here one segment because I will delete the half of that thing. Yeah. Booms. This is the lamp. Oops, I don't like to scale it like that. I'm losing forms actually, if I just scale it. Much better just to move it a little bit. It's always much better than scale it. Yeah. And we'll place this lamp. So the first object, it's metal part of the lamp, and the second thing is the lamp itself. Yeah. As I said before, it's always better to move than yeah. And let's place symmetry here again to make sure that everything is oops, I need to control the pivot point. I will place it for that vertex, vertex, yes. And where should I put? Yeah, here. I believe that I can actually already collapse it because I'm not needed. I remove police here, police there. Actually, I'm always removing the police, which is not really work with the forms or with the silhouette. It's not important to have so many police everywhere. So this should be my lamp. Yes. Yes. I love to make lamps. Hmm. Hmm. It's so different actually right now. I don't really understand. And here also. This, that, this, this. And here I can remove this thing too. Yes. And now I can attach everything like this and make it wider again. Wider, bigger, better. And yeah, I already love it. This thing, angle snap to toggle. So it's a pretty useful thing if you need to control amount of your movements or rotation. So here you can see like I need to put it with the 90 degrees. Like that. Like that. Yeah, yeah. So I will place this lamp here and it should be smaller than it should be pretty the same size of the cat face, but I'm not sure right now that the cat itself it's have a proper size, but who knows, who knows. Let's see. Just the beginning of everything. Yes. So I have a booth here. Yes, exactly. And now, so what? What I actually not using? Oops, this thing here. It's so nice to have it. Yeah, yeah, exactly what I need. Yes, 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 yes. Great, great success. I really don't know why I'm actually not using this before. So interesting to found something like in Photoshop. I still sometimes I still finding still understanding some new tools how to work with, and sometimes you just realize like you you change everything in a workflow and the pipeline when you just understanding the new feature of the Photoshop. Let's control the symmetry. The symmetry. Okay. I don't need to have it anymore. I will place here this amazing piece of technology. Yeah. like that. I really like how it looks like. I believe that with the hand painted texture it should be pretty amazing. Yeah? And also, I will use this kind of form everywhere. Why need to have these corners? I don't like to have corners. Corners looks pretty aggressive. They always aggressive. I'm not sure that maybe no. Okay, let's make here the same way. No. Here I will just add a edge here, and maybe I will smooth only one angle here. I don't really like to add so many polys to this kind of object because it's not so important. Maybe a little bit more rounder. Yeah. Let's see what we can do here. I think that I can use this target weld tool like that pretty fast sometimes to work with that tool. Yahoo! Oops. So I'm almost there. I'm almost finished with this. Let's also put this pipe over here. It's a pretty important thing for that object, yeah? Oops. Where is the window actually? I don't see it. Where is it? Where is it? Ah, it's a white box here. I need to remove it. So I have a booth here and this pipe. I believe that I will make a pipe from this edge. It should be useful for me. I will just detach it as a clone. Now I can hide. Wow, what the hell? Something went wrong. Yes, I make a clone of that object, but I need to have only create a shape from that selection. Yeah, like that. Smooth shape. Smooth? No. Linear. So now I can just use this thing. Let's see. We can add here to see it in a screen. We can add thickness. Like that. I think that's enough for now. Or maybe bigger. No, that's enough. Yeah. Also, I will refine this form a little bit here and how to move. I think that this tool actually could be used for movements. Yeah, like that. And here you can also put this. Someone should here smooth. Yeah, oh smooth. No, maybe corner. Yeah, I believe the corner for me it's much more easy to use because I actually work with the low poly thing and I will move everything from my own directions like that. Yes. If it's not enough, I'm always can add. Also, I think that there is so much polys and edge loops. I mean, refine, always refine. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. This is what I really like to do, is to create pipes. Pipes. They're so beautiful. Oh yeah. How I feel, that's enough for now, probably? I feel yes. That should be enough for now. Let's see how it will connect with this, with the top part of our building. Yeah, like that. Great. I will maybe remove the white boxes later. So, hide unselected. Hide selected. And yeah, no, probably most of the parts it's already done here. Okay, so let's continue with that pipes. I feel like I need to finish with the pipes, with the columns. Sorry, not the pipes, but the columns, because it's so nice to have a finished ones here, because we need to move to the smaller parts. And also I can use another symmetry here. No, I can't, because there is another thing connected to my column. Okay, I will detach it. It's detached as a clone. Yeah. So let's continue. Now I need another part here. Now I need to have extrude these parts a little bit by the normals, like that. Also, I realize right now, like, oh, I hate when this happens, when I forgot to put this checkbox in. So, like that, yeah. And I really want to add a little bit of depth here, like that, and like this. Yes, yes. I will add the same smooth group, I think, here. And there. Oh, yes, exactly what I need. Oh, why? Why I have here? Wow, it's even not the loops. What is that? Why I have these things here? Ah, because I've made an extrude here, sorry. To remove, but strange that I can use the loop tool for selecting that things. Oops. Oops. Yes. There is the reason to delete everything before you actually start to work with the texture. Or maybe there is no reason for doing that. I will add the jump right here. I don't know. I want to have it better. Yeah. Let's see now how it will looks like if I will add only one smoothing group here, not the first one, the second one. Not so good. But if we will put here the resetics form, maybe it will fix somehow, no? What the fuck? Okay, let's see what the hell is going on here. Welt? No. Okay, another thing, the normal unify normals. Yeah, with normals unify. I not remember what to use here. Normal. There should be some tool to actually fix all the normals. Normal morphers. Edit normals. Yes, exactly. I will select those. Just unify. It should. Ah, okay. Yeah, now I understand what actually happened here. I just need to select these ones and just add here another small group. Not the first one, but the second. No, third. What the hell? What the hell? Nah. Okay. Let's just make it like that. No, it doesn't. I know what to do with this piece of crap. I will remove these polys here. And now, what? What did it actually? What I'm done here with these polys, with the normals actually. Yeah, you can see right now I'm struggling on that stuff a little bit because maybe edges, maybe faces. Because this always happens when you do something really unfamiliar, you realize like I just need to fix that and spend so much time on fixing that it really really not efficient for the workflow, but it's efficient for your future actually. What the hell? I still not really understand what the hell is going on here. Let's maybe create a box and attach everything to this box. I mean, like editable poly and attach it here. Nothing happens. What the hell? What the hell is going on? So okay, I think that maybe I will use it as it is. Right now I will fix it a little bit later because I need to move a little bit faster. I need to place here this small parts, chamfer boxes. Here I will place another pipe. Oops, sorry. What? What? Yeah, okay. I feel like I just need to have a break a little bit because everything what I'm doing right now works not so well as I expecting actually. And this is pretty much annoying me. Yeah, here I will place it too. I will remove half of this thing. Yeah, like that. So yeah, here I will place this first pipe. Here I will place the second ventilation thing. Why I don't have a pivot on there? Yes, like that. It should be bigger and wider, like that, and closer to that thing. Now I have another one over here. It should be thinner, smaller, like that. So yeah, that's enough. Yes. I'm not sure actually even that I need to have these parts. Maybe I will just use only one of those. Yes. I don't need to have these things. It's so small to have. Yeah. I will put this pipe over here. Should be bigger. And also I will use this pipe actually as a reference for another ones. So here we have another two pipes which should be it's something like that. Oh shit. Oh sorry. I really wanted to say bad words, but sometimes it's happened. Yeah, this should be here. This thing should be here, and this thing should be in the center between the window and this part. Uh, so okay, let's figure out that pipes. They should be here, and they should be smaller. I can actually use the thickness tool here. It's much easier to work with, and the size of this pipe should be so much so big. Yeah, this one should be placed here, and it should be somewhere inside. This part should be too somewhere inside. This thing also could be duplicated and duplicated again. Yes, exactly what I'm looking for. Okay, the column. Yes. So I believe that for now that's enough. I spent 1 hour on this model. It's probably almost finished. And my suggestions, next step should be to make an unwrap for that. I'm not still make a decision on unwrapping. Maybe I will make unwrap in Blender, or maybe I will do everything in the 3D Max. But yeah, for now it's like that. Thank you for your attention, and I will continue. Maybe today later. Bye.